Paul, Christmas is one of my favorite times of the year. I truly love the decorating, I love the food, I love the family, and I know it's one of the special times of year for you as well.
It is. I mean, it's always a balance between the most important religious holiday next to Easter and at the same time celebrating Christmas the way we celebrate it in the modern world today. Everyone loves gifts. Everyone loves the excitement. Everyone loves being together as family. And I think of this as a truly togetherness holiday.
One of the other things I always think about when I think about Christmas is Christmas carols. Whether it was singing at a church or singing it as family or singing it as friends, even in high school, and going out and caroling at the nursing home or caring for somebody else. I want to know what's your favorite carol?
You know, mine is definitely Silent Night, for not only the music, but the experience that I've had around it.
Well, mine is Go Tell on the Mountain, but
yeah.
I know for so many people Silent Night's one of the favorites, and I think probably because it's so much a part of a lot of services at churches.
Absolutely.
I know for you that's been a part of your journey and your experience as well. Tell us about some of the times you've heard Silent Night at church.
Well, it's so magical to me because amidst this beautiful service that you've had, it's a moment where all the voices calm, all the lights go out, and yet the light of Christ comes into the world, one candle at a time, and you go from seeing this single flame to seeing the faces of the whole church lit up, singing in unison, and in all hearts focused around God. It is just, to me, it's a magical moment that I look forward to all year.
I could not agree more. Christmas has so many special moments like that that are extremely memorable. When I think about Silent Night, I think about the line, all is calm, because I think that's probably not the case in a lot of our lives, and it probably wasn't the case that night. There was probably a lot of noises and a lot of things taking place. If it's anything like I've experienced with a birth, it can be pretty wild.
A birth plus a farm plus animals. I can only imagine that it was a bit chaotic that night. Mary was probably not a completely happy camper.
Indeed. And I think for us, Christmas can have that same chaos at times. You know, you mentioned the gifts, and sometimes there's the stress of trying to figure out what we're going to get somebody.
Sure.
There's the dynamic of being with family that maybe is not always easy.
Yeah.
I know after I'd gone through my divorce, just Christmas could be really hard because I missed part of the day with my kids.
Yeah, me too.
And for a lot of people, it can be a time where nothing seems calm. And we want you to know that if that's where you are in this season, that you're not alone. We're here to support you, to encourage you. With the Redeemed, our heart is to provide supportive community for men. And the reality of it is sometimes as men, we don't share what's going on in our life.
No.
But we need to. And it's important that we find friends and relationships where we can be real and honest about what's hard and what's going great in our life.
Yeah, I'd encourage anyone who's in trouble, who is hurting, who just needs to feel the love of Christ this season to reach out to us and to let us know, because we want to be here for you, we want to support you, and we want to make sure that we really build this community on the back of togetherness and a chance to always be in community.
Yeah, because it's not just about groups or huddles or big events. It really is about relationships. And we want to connect people to other people. And sometimes that's an individual reaching out saying, hey, I have this situation going on in my life. Can you help me? And a lot of times it's connecting with somebody else who's gone through that, who maybe is a little bit ahead in the journey, that can share and reflect some of the things they've learned and empathize with you where you're at.
Yeah, empathy is a big factor in that. There's no doubt.
The other thing I think about when I think about Silent Night is the line that says, the dawn of redeeming grace. And we're the redeemed.
Absolutely.
We ask everybody in our podcast about what does redemption mean to you. And for me, I think about the fact that Jesus came to this earth, God with us, Emmanuel, now the Holy Spirit living inside of us as believers, God in us. And what a marvelous, miraculous thing that is. And at the same time, that I think is where all can be calm. Because when Christ is at the center, you can have peace in the middle of the chaos.
Yeah. I think for everyone listening, for every one of us, the recognition that the greatest gift we receive is redemption is greater than anything that's under the tree. It's greater than anything about this holiday. If it were not for the cross, we would not have the redemption that we have. And Jesus' gift to us is just personified on this beautiful holiday of Christmas.
No, well said, well said. Merry Christmas to each of you and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.